beautiful olive trees at almost the end of September 2021, and we are at the city of Ashkelon. Ashkelon? We didn't hear about it? You didn't? No, kidding. I know. Most of you heard about Jerusalem, Jaffa, Nazareth. But what about a city or village from 10,000 years ago? And as a city, and you can see the walls of it, is actually a huge city 4,000 years ago. Is it important? Is it important if I'll tell you that according to what we know, King Herod was born here? Is it important if I'll tell you that it's actually mentioned in the Bible as well as a Philistine, not Palestinian, Philistine city? Oh, is it important if I'll tell you that we find here, together with the city of Dan at the north of Israel, we find here the oldest arch gate in the world? Does it sound important now? Yes. Then let's visit that city. The walls that you saw are Canaanite walls. You will see more of it. But everyone controlled the city. And guys, everyone controlled the city. Because it's like a very important trade city. You can see the sea then. There's a port here. And if there is a port here, there's life here and trade. It's on the highway from Egypt, which is that way, to Lebanon, Syria, Mesopotamia, Europe. Ta-da-da. Sounds more interesting, isn't it? Then in that case, Ashkelon was a very important city. It wasn't Israelite city most of the time. We know it as more like a Canaanite city, Philistine city, and less than a Jewish city, although there were Jews here as well. And here it is. You can see the Canaanite ramparts. And it looks like that. We're talking about 1950 BC. Again, 1950 BC. Around 4,000 years ago. And we will visit that gate. We will go through it. Which will be very interesting because I want you to think about the Canaanite people who actually did it. And here you can see part of those walls, because we believe that it was quite easy to climb. We are not sure that it was built to protect the city, just to say this is part of the city. If you are entering, you must know that you need to get a permit. But what about people that couldn't get a permit and couldn't enter through the city? If there were Canaanite people outside the city, not city, let's say agriculture part of the Canaanite, but not the city people. Here, later on, they build themselves a temple. In that temple, I don't know if you can see, we found 10 centimeters of a bowl with holes. It means that this is kind of the fertility temple. You know, it's a male. And are we entering to the wall, to the city, through the Canaanite Gate? Yes, we will. But you must understand that everyone that uses it build their walls on top of that area. Then up there, you can see Canaanite wall. You will be able to see a Crusader one, Muslims walls. Ta-da-da! Let's do that. How many times you can actually tell yourself or say that you enter through 4,000 years old gate? We are going to do that together. It's a lovely, lovely day. It's the end of September 2021, and I can show you what we find here. And we're not so far away from Gaza. Here it is. That's what we found. We found that calf, but it's not a calf, it's a bull. He was in that kind of pottery. Now, why not a calf and a bull? A calf is a small animal. When we say the golden calf, not so important, but that was a bull. That was something more interesting than that. The mold that you see here, and you saw better at the beginning of the video, was made by the Crusaders. That city was used by so many, and when they came, they destroyed all the evidence and built something new instead of it. Then someone else came, destroyed that evidence, and built a city on top of it. Then in that case, Ashkelon, like so many other important cities, are actually tell. We are talking about layers of city on top of a city on top of a city. Then the first city was the Canaanite city, and we will enter soon through that gate. Welcome to the gate. Welcome to the most ancient arch gate. The lower part is original, but I must say that so many other parts, especially the concrete here, are not so. They renovated exactly according to the place that used to be before. And let me show you how it actually used to be look like. Here it is. You can see the two towers. Go ahead.
I'm reading.
All right, that's the first tower. And the second tower, this is only the base of it. You can see that it was higher. The bricks were made with mud. Mud. Yeah, because that's how they knew how to build walls. Yes, because it was made of mud, they have to deal with it a lot. That is one of the reasons that we'll build, how should I say, kind of an ugly roof to protect it. Then here it is, 1850 BC. It was 15 meters long, over 2 meters wide, and almost 4 meters high. Then if I'm talking about where we are, and later on the Canaanite were here as well, and then the Israelite, King David and the rest controlled that area, and then the Persians, the one who actually destroyed Jerusalem, came, and then the Hellenistic, the Greek, controlled that area, and at the Roman time, King Herod was born, and the city became to be a very important city. And then the Byzantines, that's the same as the Romans, but the Romans converted to Christianity, and now we are calling him Byzantine. He'd been destroyed by the Muslims who came to here, but then the Crusader came to here again in 1099, and then the Muslims came, and then the Ottomans, British, and the Israelite. Then here it is. You can see a little bit of the original mud blocks, and we didn't find the arch itself. In Tel Dan we found the arch, but we knew exactly how they built it. Here it is. It's the only thing that left for us to do is to complete it. Then, let's walk through it, and as you can see, we are climbing up. I must take a picture of it. I will say it again and again and again. Can you understand that we are walking through the most ancient gate? Oh, sorry, almost fell. But I forgot to mention I think the most important thing. When King Saul and Jonathan died, King David actually cried and he said, "Oh, please don't say it to the girls, the ladies of Gat and Ashkelon, because they will dance and will be happy." King Saul and his son died in the Gilboa, in the north of Israel, by the Philistines themselves. Then the war between King Saul and King David were a lot between the Philistines and themselves. Then the book mentioned that it was outside, but that's in Hebrew. In English, I think it's described as the streets of Gat and Ashkelon. I think they didn't understand what's the meaning of the word chutzot, which is in Hebrew. That's how we can read it in the book of Samuel, second chapter 1. And this is the chutzot. This is the outside of the gate. And in that case, you can actually imagine the rumors about the king that died by the Philistines here, and was the most important king, the most important enemy of the Philistines here. Then you can imagine the people are very happy, maybe giving candies into each other, blessing each other, like they want. Then that story happened right here, and just outside the gate, chutzot, here, outside the gate, out of the city. Maybe here. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Remember, only people who were invited here could enter. The lower part is mostly original. The upper part is not so. Someone is listening to Spotify. Then we were at the Canaanite. We saw Crusader Moat. We know that the upper part of the wall, let's say another 15 meters high, were built by Crusaders and so on and so on and so on. And what we are looking at here, a beautiful mosaic floor. Of what? Next to the wall, next to the gate. Sadly, I cannot go in, but what we believe here is that it might be a Roman villa. Beautiful, isn't it? Let me be as close as I can to it. Look how amazing is it. Then we jumped to the first century, 4,000 years ago, and then 2,000 years ago. Amazing! The problem of tell Ashkelon is there are a few problems. The first one, it's unknown for so many. Secondly, it's the hugest tell ever. Then it is a problem. You need a lot of money and a lot of excavations to dig here. And every place that you will dig, you will find part of the city. Let's go to the sea. To see the sea. Until we will reach that place. If you are watching that video and this is the first time that you're watching my video, then you must know that I have something like actually more than 19,000 videos about Israel and the Holy Land. Secondly, I will be more than happy if you will subscribe me then and push the bell, ring the bell, and you will get the latest videos ever. Another thing, at the description you will find a little bit more about Ashkelon, the history of Ashkelon, and ways to talk with me, to connect me. Let's say Instagram, professional Instagram and Facebook. Hello, the cliff of this beautiful place. Now, let's talk about where we are. First of all, you can see that we are very close to the sea. Secondly, Tel Aviv, it's around 40 kilometers, 25 miles from here. Gaza, which is another name to Palestine, is something like 10 miles, not more than that, 20 kilometers from here. And if I promise you that if they will shoot a missile through us, I will take a video of it. I'm talking about the Hamas, which is a terror organization, and Jihad Islamic, another terror organization, but the second one belongs to the Iranic, which we do have a little bit problem with it. That in that case, we don't know exactly where the port were. Maybe here, maybe there, or maybe there. We are not sure. We do have our speculation, but we didn't find a lot of it. Let me climb up to the upper part of the wall, which is actually not the upper part of the wall, because the wall was another 15 meters higher than that. There's a nice view from there as well. I came to here at 9 a.m. Gosh, it's hot. And this is a cool day. It's around 28 degrees, 85 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's humid. It's not as humid as in August, but it's humid. Tel Ashkelon is quite big. Then I will have to take the car from one place to another. They took my place. I will go to the other one. This is the Tel, and you can see that it's so green, mainly because we didn't excavate a lot. And if you don't know how to write Ashkelon, then here it is. And don't worry, I will talk about the history of Ashkelon, but it's too long. to read it now. Then we are on top of the wall. Actually, no, the wall was higher than us. You can see part of it. And the Canaanite Gate is right there. What you can see from here is the city of Ashkelon, and behind it is the city of Ashdod, two of the main targets of Hamas from Gaza. Another target were the electricity power station and the desalination factory as well. Because nowadays we are drinking mostly the water of the sea. This is the Canaanite Gate. The temple is just beneath us. Nice, isn't it? We are walking on the wall. It's a rampart store. Then let's say goodbye to modern Ashkelon. Let's say goodbye now to the sea. I know that you want to be there. I live very close to the sea, and because of it, or maybe because of it, I didn't visit the sea a lot. Then we're going back to the car. Let me tell you what I'm going to do. Soon I will stop the video, and I will continue to see some more of the evidence of Ashkelon, and then I will add it at the end to one long video. But before that, you can see the squirrels, which is when you see a squirrel, you know that summer is gone and we are already in autumn. So hot here. Look how beautiful it is. Amazing, isn't it? Then are you going back with me? Because we are going back through the gate. Beautiful villa. Byzantine Roman. Such a beautiful, you can see the decoration. I mean, it's such a beautiful colors, small stones. The one who built it knew what he was doing, and the one who bought it was rich. Here we are, back in the gate. Steep. Use the rail handle. Let me show you the gate again. We're going to the moat now, and the moat was dry. Here it is. Let me see if you remember where it was. You know what? Let me take you to the temple. The one who couldn't enter the city could use that temple. You see the wall? I can climb it. Even me. Then see you in my next video. Ta-da-dum. Of Ashkelon. Ta-da-dum. Tell Ashkelon less of cities. Bye-bye.